You explained that Octalysis framework very good. I mean, indeed. I have read it at least 3 to 4 times, but all of the time, the articles, I didn't complete it because it was too much to read. But now,
Hopefully it helps to
yeah,
ask
yeah,
the
it helped.
session.
I mean, I was
Yeah.
aware. I actually read what he wrote, so I knew what the drivers were. But I wanted to see how others are interpreting his, research. But you nailed it. You nailed that part. So that's really good coming from you, Nayan. So, like you get exposed to different activities because you play a game a lot, and apart from that, you are also, very curious to know what application is running which kind of activity. So for you, what activity or a gamification element clicks a lot, or what do you think is your favorite gamification activity to do?
In any game that I've played, most of the games always had some sort of spin wheel. You know, you will spin a wheel and you have to look forward to on what quadrant your pointer drops it, and you like look forward to hit on that jackpot. So these like anticipation to hit the jackpot and coming into the app every now and then just to do the spin wheel. And for every wheel spin, I'm getting some sort of things or some little that bits. No worries. But this anticipation that I will get that jackpot. Oh, here comes the other driver I might have missed, scarcity. So the willingness to have something that you might not be able to have quite easily. So that spin wheel solves a lot of problem altogether itself. You come back to the app again and again to spin the wheel. You look forward to get something which you might not have quite easily. You look forward to that jackpot. Once you get the jackpot, you might share with your friends, look what I got in the spin wheel. Spin wheel, essentially, if I try to start to explain, actually, goes hands in hand with all the eight drivers in the autolysis. So even when we did spin wheel in our app, we were doing spin wheel in my wheel app. You can use it in so many unique ways. You see, not just there will be some quadrants and you would be falling in all of the quadrants. It can be just one thing, but you can spin the wheel. This feeling, these muscle memories inbuilt to everyone. Everyone knows if they see a spin wheel, if even a restaurant, if you see a spin wheel and get some discount, everyone knows what to do instantly. You don't have to teach them that you have to spin the wheel.
Yeah.
And whatever quadrant that you land on, you will get this prize. You don't have to teach anyone that. Everyone knows how spin wheel works and everyone knows what to expect. So, it's a fairly low effort thing. And if you're able to, customize the quadrants, you can convert your spin wheel into so many other things as well. You can convert it into a field and, put on runs on each of these quadrants and you can make it a cricket game.
Yeah.
You can promote one of your products here, and you can program it in such a way that every user would be landing on that product, and you would be acquiring users from one product to another. We did that also. We did that for one of our products. We promoted that in MyBL app, and people from MyBL app installed that other product, which is Beep, and we had a massive response, thousands of users installed every day. So spin wheel, if done correctly, if put in correctly, is a very, very good gamification, I would say. And even I am not still bored of it. I'm playing games since forever. And whenever I see a spin wheel, if I see I can spin it right now, spins are not limited, by the way. Never, ever, in any spin wheel, spins are unlimited. There is always a limited number of spins so that you have that looking forward to factor working in. So even whenever I see there's some spins left, I would for sure spin to check what I get. So this is the best template that I think for gamification.
Is it?
Till now.
I totally agree with you when you talk about spin wheel, and especially that you don't have to teach people that what you have to do. That everybody knows that okay, there is a spin button, or if there is no button, then you have to at least give a try on the wheel itself if it rotates or not. So that's a very easy, simple, and a very first activity that any enterprise can adopt to, any application can adopt to. Yeah, so that's a really bang on point that you mentioned that people are aware of it. You don't have to teach them what to do. So I think that's what an application wants the user to do. They don't want them to put their brains behind a small gamification activity. Okay, what next? I should do it. It's totally on this
Yeah.
explanatory. So we come to the last question of our episode. So tell us the 3 points on why one should adopt a gamification strategy, or a gamification engagement layer on their application or a website. What are key takeaways from your last 1.5 to 2 years journey with gamification?
Oh, we just explained those the three pillars that are
Yeah.
mentioned about the three customer lifecycle pillars. So exactly the three things why you should adopt gamification: acquiring customers, engaging them, and retaining them. Gamification can be that final puzzle piece to help you to do just that. So these three pillars. Only for these three things. If you just try out gamification, you can see what like magic it can do if done properly. Gamification is not a $50 solution. You cannot just enforce gamification everywhere. Don't do that. But if you know the product yourself, if you know what your customers want,
Yeah.
if you know the full framework, if you understand your customer psychology, you can do the perfect gamification for that product only to fulfill all these three pillars for customer lifecycle: acquiring customers, engaging them, and retaining them. That's where gamification comes in.
That's really true. Like you rightly said, you have to first understand the product, what the product is offering to the users. Secondly, if your users are actually interested in gamification, I mean, you have to understand the users first. That if it's a B2C product, what kind of users you are catering to. If it's a merchant based, what kind of gamification activity can excite a merchant to do more transaction or an application. If it's totally a B2C, then you have to understand different user personas, who is going to interact with what. So like you rightly mentioned, gamification is the final puzzle piece, but for that piece to fit in, you have to understand the product and the users of that particular product. You cannot just enforce gamification and they say, gamification is not working. And it will work if you understand the right product, your users, and what kind of activity will motivate them to, use the product.
Yeah.
So this was a really bang on, short, sweet explanation why I should adopt gamification. It's really great. Thank you so much, Nayan. This was a very insightful session. I had a lot of things to learn from you. I mean, we constantly interact with each other. Like I always say to everyone, I am more of a listener when it comes to gamification than being an expert, because I want to know the perception of users. So this helps me in understanding the users. For me, you are also a user. If I talk to somebody else, is also a user for me. So what taps on your psychology and how you will interact with an application, and how I can bring in gamification element to it. That's how I learn, and that's how I go about with the work.
Message, yes.
Yeah. Well, so this was a wonderful chat on gamification 101. And I hope our audience liked it too. And there are a lot of takeaways from our conversation. Nayan shared a lot of light on different applications that he uses. And if you use it in future once again, then I hope you also understand that gamification element to it. With this, we arrive at the end of our first episode, but there's a lot more in the store for you. We'll be back soon with a new episode of GamizeGigs. So do follow Gamize and share the episode if you like it. In terms of any doubts or queries about gamification, you can contact us on the links mentioned below. We'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much.
Bye.